We're going to stay in the library again. We're going to create new report, create detailed report. This one's going to be on landing page. Now, initially, it's going to be just a regular landing page. It's clean. We are going to change this to the full landing page plus query string. And the reason why we're going to do this is because Facebook passes a Facebook click ID and Google passes a Google click ID. This is going to give us a better idea, person by person, who's engaging with the website. So we're going to go add filter because we're just going to pick on paid social right now. We're going to do by session default channel group. Exactly matches. Paid social. As you can see, a bunch of these have the Facebook click ID. Some of them came in without it. That's common for whatever reason. But we see lots of sessions and each of these only getting a couple because this Facebook click ID is designed to basically identify a user. So it's not completely one individual person. As you can see, it's one user, one active user, 5 sessions. So it's pretty close to that in this concept. But there's a few things we're looking for. So we're going to get rid of total revenue because we don't want it. We actually want to add user key event, which I'm going to just search key event. So give me my user key event rate. And I don't want average engagement per session. I actually want average session duration, which we didn't initially have in GA4, and they added that later on, I believe. But what we're looking for is low time on site. Paid social is notorious for pogo-sticking, where you'll click on one car in the catalog on a Facebook ad, look at it for a few seconds, hit back, click on the next car, look at it for a few seconds, and hit back. So it's pretty common that you'd get lots of low session durations. What we're looking for is 0 seconds. The first engagement event that fires is at the 10-second mark within GA4. So if you're on the website less than 10 seconds, it's going to pop a 0 regardless. And if there's multiple sessions, sometimes they're there for multiple seconds and sometimes they're there for 0 seconds. You're going to get a number smaller than 10. But you're looking for these zeros because these 0 seconds typically mean a traffic issue. So we just got rid of revenue. We're going to hit apply. And this is now our average session duration instead of what we had before. We have it filtered by sessions. And I'm going to expand this out just because 10's not a whole lot. So this particular person, again, we have VIN numbers here. So we'll be filtering this out so you can't see the VINs over here. But essentially, it's just the URL structure for their BDPs and then a big long Facebook click ID that identifies a user. All that will be blurred out for you, unfortunately. But what we're looking for on sessions is how many sessions, how many active users, how many new users, and typically it's going to be the same person over and over again. How long does that person stay on the website for? And do they convert? And most of the time you'll see very low conversion rates here per person, but you're looking for a session key event rate on paid social, typically of about 1%. And for user key event rate, usually higher than session key event rate by a little bit. But for paid social, in a perfect world, you're going to be at 1%. Most people don't hit that. I think other people actually say it's supposed to be 0.7. But in a perfect world, you'd be converting at a high rate. So scrolling down here, this person, 1 second, and editing their collision center. That's not good. You want people to spend a lot more than 1 second on your collision center website or collision center page. We can go through all here. You're looking for low engagement. If you have tons of low engagement, then you'd be asking questions of your paid social company. Why is that? Is there something we could do to improve the traffic quality? Is there different events you could be firing to filter my audiences? What campaigns are we running that are causing this? It's just really functional to get that type of information. And you can swap this out instead of paid social. You can do one for paid search, one for cross network if you want to look at the vehicle ads. And you can go evaluate, like, are you landing on good people? Are you getting bots? Because all these tools or all these marketing platforms are notorious for bots. So this is just a really, really good report to see, what kind of engagement are you getting from your shoppers, and are they engaging at a good rate? Who's converting? How are they converting? So let me actually show that. So I just filtered by key events. And under here, there's a little drop down. I can actually swap and say, I only want to know my form submissions. This user, one person, submitted 2 different forms. I'm going back to what we talked about initially. Do you have repeat converters that are skewing your metrics? Thankfully, it only happened twice on this account. Otherwise, this would be awkward. But if you have a lot of repeat visitors, I don't want to suggest immediately that could be somebody that's more on the low credit situation. But if you're seeing 10, 15 submissions, it could be somebody who's basically just like, I need a car. I don't care what it is. Just help me. And you can then go back to your CRM because you can pull in dates and events and try to establish who that person is and treat them a little bit differently, potentially. Like if they're all over the place, you need a salesperson who's going to be able to do that qualification of what do you need out of car? What are you going to do with the car? Yeah, needs analysis so you can help them choose the right.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to save this, call it paid social landing page engagement, which is way too long. It won't fit. We're just going to be pretty straightforward on it. So that's what I do for trying to evaluate if it's good traffic or not on a website.